folks, the fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Nets trail by 9. Donald Sloan out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Young. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Sloan. And it's good. Walk through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Butler passes to Mirotic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists in the game. Mirotic has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. And Sloan kicks to Lopez. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lopez. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on it.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Lopez a screen. Ellington dishes to Sloan. He feeds it to Lopez. Puts up the baby hook. Misses off the right iron. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
Here's Ellington. Connects on the 9-footer. Called here, the Bulls decide to talk it over.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
You have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art, outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19-22.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Clock at 6. Back to Lopez. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And, you know, guys, that 19-22 record here in Brooklyn certainly a stain for the Nets. I mean, they would be the only team to make the playoffs in the NBA last year with a losing record at home.
Gibson the screen. Here's Butler. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Ellington. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And with the Nets' struggles at home last season, they were simply outshot in this building. Also, they were the second worst in rebound differential at home, meaning they got killed on the glass here.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lopez to tie it up. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gibson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Looking to end the drought, and it's Rose. This time the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists here tonight.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jump shot. 12 points for Brook Lopez.
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now, so keep going to it until the defense adjusts. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Sloan passes to Lopez. They set the pick. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Taj Gibson picks one up.
It's been a good night for Brook Lopez. He has 12 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt they'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Donald Sloan. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. Gasol comes in for Portis.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Nets trail by 4. Outside Jet. He dishes it to Lopez. The jump hook. Second chance shot. Noah with the block.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
A minute 42 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Lopez. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Rejected by Gasol. Butler kicks it to Noah. And too long on the shot.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one. Boy, what a fantastic effort they're getting from Johnson right now.
Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Butler kicks to Rose. Noah dishes to Butler. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Lets it fly from 18. Connects!
Joakim Noah is allowed to heat up. This is what you get.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 4. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Lopez. Almost, but it rolls out. And he commits the intentional foul. So it's Chicago now. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're losing by 6. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The open shot by Johnson. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Johnson. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And Jack kicks to Johnson. Three-pointer Ellington. No good. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, a confident performance tonight, Joe Kim. How does this sort of win feel, and does it help motivate the team moving forward?
It's always good to win. It feels good. We fought hard tonight, and we just got to keep grinding, and get as many W's as possible.
Joe Kim, thank you as always. We appreciate it. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.